All right, we're wrapping it up. If you're a member, stick tight, and we'll hang out. All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Peace. Okay, and then there was us. Okay, so that was pretty much 45 right here. So, was it? Yeah, something like that. Okay, member only. All right, let me grab this bookmark here. It's funny how PlayStation they really thought that they would be fine, that nobody was going to say anything about them at all.
Yeah, for once, people actually aren't, forgetting about this, unlike everything else PlayStation does. This was like you said earlier on the non-members show. This was, the straw that broke the camel's back for PlayStation.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
really was.
but I also wonder how many PlayStation guys are just doing this, and I figure they're still going to buy a PS6.
Well, I mean, look, this is the way I'm gonna look at it. The reality is, and let's call a spade, and just is what it is. I'm not a physical disc person. I have no skin in this race or whatever. Like, it doesn't matter to me whether they have disc, don't have disc. I buy digital. I mean, I'm not buying anything from PlayStation really anyway. But the point is that I don't care about the discless future. But I'm not, trying to downplay it. I'm not going out there being like, oh, you shouldn't be upset. No, be upset. I learned this. This makes sense to me. I understand. Just because it doesn't affect me doesn't mean I should go out there and try to shut people up who it does affect, right? Similar to the exclusive conversation, right?
Yep.
I understand that I should have just let the people who were excited or pissed about exclusives be pissed about exclusives. The only reason I got involved was because I was concerned that this scenario would take place. And I turned out to be right. That there was going to be careful what you wish for was a very real thing. That being said, it is what it is. I should have let them just do their thing and just be upset because it affected them. It didn't affect me in the scheme of things. And same thing here. I'm not going to go out there and be like, why do you care about disc? Oh, nobody's using disc. That don't matter to me. Whoever feels it, feels it.
Whoever smelt it, dealt it.
Yes. It doesn't matter to me, but I'm an ally. All right. I want you guys to get what you want and be excited for it. So the fact that they came out and did that, for me, it was just like, wow, like, I think a lot of people were really caught off guard with this. I think that people didn't believe that discs were actually going to go away for gaming. I think they thought that it would always be around. And PlayStation being the one, like, normally it would be Xbox, right? Normally Xbox would be the one come out and say some shit like this. Everybody would be pissed, horrible, and then PlayStation would do the same thing later and nobody would bat an eye because everybody already, beat up Microsoft enough for it. But this time it was PlayStation, and this time they meant business. And to be clear, like, what you were saying is how many people are just saying this. I don't think the people who are saying it are just saying it, but the reality is PlayStation knows that the numbers don't lie. No matter how you cut it, way more people buying digital, so they don't care. They know that.
Yeah, I mean, that is the
blowover.
unfortunate truth
Like I
is
said-
that most people have shifted to, digital. Now, me personally, I do prefer disc, but I'll let broke boy go first before I throw my whole 2 cents into the situation.
Well, like I said, the only thing you can say, it's one of those. I kind of lost my train of thought where I was going. What was I going to say? Physical. Oh, yeah. Most people. I mean, the big surprise was that PlayStation announced it first.
Yeah, I mean that's why. But I don't know. Think they looked at the number and said, "Oh, nobody's going to be upset about this." You know what I'm saying? So, um, Cage, can I chime in for a minute respectfully? But sure. What do you like? You want to come up here? Let me know. So the the point though of all this is regardless of the situation, PlayStation after like 6 days went ahead and just didn't say anything, no response to any of the stuff. And then this is the first post they did. Switch out lever gates with ease on Flex Strike wireless fight stick. And then I'm gonna turn this off, but this is the moment. Oh, this looks really crappy. I don't know what's happening here. You know, I pay for like 5 gigabyte like download speeds and upload speeds. I don't know how any internet is it's robbery. It's robbery. I think if I had just like 500 gigabytes, I don't think anything would change for me. I think it would be identical. I don't think they'd tell us the truth.
They sell you on super fast internet and then just in truth just give you, you know, the dial up internet instead.
Well, that's why when they sell the advertisements, they say up to. That way, that's their out.
Yeah, I would say maybe like a gig is the most that's realistically you can say, all right, I'll pay for a gig, because outside of that, bro, there's nothing else that actually, like, you don't get more than a gig speed on anything. So I don't know. It's so stupid. But yeah, this is it, man. This is the fight stick. This is the fight stick that went ahead. All right, yes, please. I think what Cage meant was, yes, please, I want a link. So
I want in, coach.
Get me in, coach. Here you go. Bam. All right. So there you go. There's the link. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's just like, do you think it's just cockiness? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think they're just like, it'll blow over?
Yeah, well, I think they announced it when they did, hoping that Xbox news would overshadow it.
Yeah.
I personally don't think it'll blow over just because the thing is that since these physical games are going to be going away, the real problem is that the games are not going to get cheaper, because if they're going to do a you know, digital future, it's not necessarily like, I wouldn't say that's necessarily the bad part, but the bad part is that you're going to still have to pay full price for these games, whether as if like if you buy a physical copy, there's so many places where you could get the game cheaper, like Walmart, Target, eBay, Amazon. It's like you have options, and being tied to one storefront isn't, you know, ideal for anybody at all.
I agree. I mean, for me, I love what Xbox is planning to do, which is do the disc to digital joint.
Oh yeah, no,
Because
that's gonna be great. I'm super
Yeah.
excited for that.
because then you can go ahead and just take all those, you know, cheap disc and put it in there and turn it into digital.
It's funny because on the other note, since like I said, I was like a sucker for, you know, collecting physical games and stuff. I'm definitely disappointed in like some other games. Like there's two sides of me. I understand why most games are, you know, digital on Xbox just because of the way gaming is going and stuff. And then the second part of me is like, you know, I'm disappointed because there's so many games that I'm planning on buying like from Xbox and stuff, but it's like, dang, I can only buy this one digital because it doesn't have a physical disc. Like I'd been
No.
planning to get Helldivers 2, but you know, that doesn't have a physical disc, so I'm just like, dang, I can only buy that game digital.
Well, that's like for
It's true.
Xbox, especially like, is it? There are games I would like to get physical on Xbox, but they end up being play anywhere, and you've got to have digital for that.
That is true. I will admit, like, I do like, the Play Anywhere from when you buy it digital, but I think me just liking being a physical collector, because I even have a good chunk of like physical PlayStation games for, PlayStation 5 and stuff. It's just, I don't know, it's just something about like the having the physical copy, like maybe it's the nostalgia or something like that, but
It's definitely
overall, it's
nostalgia because I
Well,
used to have it too. I just don't fuck with it no more.
well, I
yeah.
bought the collector's editions for Ghost of Yotei and Death Stranding too. They didn't come with a disc or a steel book or even a basic PS5 box. The codes just came in a folder inside the box.
That's the way I like it. I rather
Collector's
just get
edition.
the code.
See, collector's editions I think should have physical discs.
That I can agree, because you're paying a premium price, because some of those would be like what, $200-$300 almost.
Yeah, like I said,
Yeah, for that, I feel
so
like there's
the Ghost
no
of,
excuse as to why there can't be a physical disc.
the Ghost of Yotei and Death Stranding 2 were both $250, but I got them on holiday sale for like $140 each.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's obviously, look, if you like it, that's part of your fandom, then that's good, man. And it sucks that, it's not easy to get that, but Cage, that better not be a real cigarette, bro. You can't be smoking on YouTube on my stream. You better put that shit out immediately. I can't hear you, but I didn't bring you on yet. Here you go. Don't put that on my screen. You better put yourself out of the focus before doing that. All right? Can't risk nothing.
Who said it was a you maybe some of it something else?
Yeah. Will's got a good point.
Yeah, but I don't trust YouTube, so I don't need no more smoke from them.
Oh, really? That bad? Fucking YouTube is that bad now?
Oh, they're
YouTube is super sensitive.
Yeah, I mean, I know they've been. I get censored for just. I tried calling somebody a moron one day, and that got censored, and I was like, "What?" I was like,
Yeah,
"Really? You're that soft?"
It's too risky. Like,
Okay. So
I've gotten like shocking content. Like, they don't tell you what it is that happened. So anything in 5 hours or 4 hours could be the thing that gets us called for whatever it is. Like, I think Broke Boys Hand Gestures might have been one that we were getting flagged
that
for.
somehow doesn't surprise me. Fucking Will.
That's what you're telling me. I think you're making that up.
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying
Okay,
that
hold up.
thought, but I have no idea because they don't tell you. It's all a mystery. They
Hey, Will.
they give you crap.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, man. That sounds like it tracks.
Maybe, but then they put my little tag and they give me a limited visibility tag because certain places don't let it, or I don't know, man. Nobody
okay.
understands. I don't understand this place. Okay,
I'm trying to butt this bitch out.
all right.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
Tell me, Cage, what is your 2 cents that you were looking to put in here? What were you what did I say that was so wrong that you had to yell? It's not the thing, CMoney. What I do?
No, okay. Look, first up. All right, so I butted that shit out. Is beer okay?
Right.
Because
Now we're good.
This is legal. I don't even know if I'm on camera.
You can't drink on camera now.
Oh yeah, fuck man, you can't even do it on commercials. All right.
No.
So my point is, fuck it, I might as well just go off camera. Again, my thing is, it's not about the fucking disc. The thing is that fucking PlayStation is trying to create a goddamn fucking monopoly. Look at they recently got sued by multiple countries over in Europe because the PlayStation Store, to my knowledge, does not allow things such as like CD keys loaded, if you will. Us old heads, it's still CD keys.
Yeah, no, that's true, because whenever you go to like CD keys are loaded to try to look for games cheaper on those sites, whether it's for like Steam or Xbox, you'll never see PlayStation on there.
Yeah, see, so I'm not right. I'm not wrong.
You're not right. Right.
Shut up. So thank you on that lyric. Like, okay, so like a few months back, I decided, I got a hair up my ass, and I was like, yo, I want to get Dark Souls remastered. I looked it up on the Xbox store. It was 50% off at $20. So normal price is $40. And I was like, yo, $20. I was like, yo, this game is old as shit. I looked it up on CD Keys. I bought that bitch for like $6.50. That is a beautiful freedom to have. Now, the PlayStation going
But isn't
only
CD keys
digital?
digital?
Yes, it is.
So are you arguing for or against digital versus disc? I'm confused.
You're not letting me get to my point, sir.
Oh, sorry. Got confused here.
You're good. You're good. Uh, so the point is that okay, Xbox allows you to use things like CD keys. So instead of paying the Xbox store $20 for an old ass Dark Souls remastered, I got it for $6.50 off CD keys. PlayStation Store, Lyric, correct me if I'm wrong, does not allow that.
That's very true. Because outside of
Mhm.
CD keys, I also use Aniba and instant games and stuff to like sometimes look for games cheaper and stuff. And yeah, I'll never see PlayStation. They'll only have Steam keys and Xbox keys.
See,
Every,
exactly my. And
you, you will,
this is.
you, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, bro.
You'll see them sometimes. They'll sell PlayStation games, but they won't sell you the games. They'll sell you the account the game is on.
Most of the
Okay.
time for CD keys and Aniba and places like that, the only thing they'll truly have would be like PlayStation gift cards or like PlayStation Plus. But other than that, yeah, no games on it.
And see, this is the point that I'm getting to. So, like, PlayStation shutting down physical, they already don't allow you to use things like CD keys and Aniba. I've yet to check out Aniba. That's new to me, uh, but I haven't had any reason to use them yet. But the point being is that they're shutting down physical so that GameStop goes away, right? GameFly goes away. You can't You can't lend shit. Remember that big 10-second moment when Xbox One was announced and they had their 10 seconds of this is how you share a game. And it shows one dude handing the game to another dude. All of that shit is out the window now. It's completely like 180. So my point is that PlayStation has already gotten sued by I want to say it was like the Netherlands and like
Netherlands and UK, right? Netherlands and UK right now.
Netherlands and you. Okay, thank you, well.
Yeah, they settled
And
the case in the US.
and that's because so with PlayStation going digital only, even if you can buy a code at Best Buy or GameStop or whatever, PlayStation can set the price, which is like monopolistic type shit. This is why they're going fucking the physical only route because they already don't allow CD keys, they don't allow Aniba. It so they can tell Best Buy like yeah, you know what? We want this stupid God of Laundry game to stay at $80. We don't want you to drop it to $60. And Best Buy's gonna have to listen to them because it's just a digital code. So
Do you
it's
feel like that is the reason that the vast majority of people are upset about the disc being gone?
I wouldn't say the vast majority, but the people that are in the know, I would say so. Um, if you look at the Insomniac leaks, apparently a lot of games or did sell physically. A lot of PlayStation first party games sold physically more so than digitally, at least a few years ago.
Yeah, they said Ragnarok sold like 71% physical.
Yeah, I saw that too. So, I mean, you see stuff like that.
Even Niblet was posting that one.
Yeah, fucking nibs.
The
Ugh.
the backlash from PlayStation, announcing them dropping physical games, that's actually made people cancel their their physical pre-orders, I should say. I don't know about digital, but I've been seeing people cancel their physical pre-orders for Wolverine. They're all like, well, if PlayStation's not going to support physical discs anymore, then I'm not going to support them.
Did you
Get
just,
your mind out of the gutter.
I was gonna say, did you just say dicks?
Yeah,
They're not going to support physical dicks no more. They're out of the dick game. That's wild.
It's those damn fake ones you get.
I know.
They're only AI dicks now.
That's crazy.
But I mean, so whether it's true or not, I've seen a lot of backlash, and PlayStation timed this very, very well because they are smart. They're snaky ass motherfuckers because they knew that the Xbox fucking bad news was gonna come this week. That's why they announced this shit last week because they were like, oh, okay, let's catch some heat, and then we're gonna go fucking radio silent. Like, I don't even use Twitter because fuck that. I don't need that shit in my life. But like apparently they went radio silent on Twitter, and just basically every other social media. And they were just like, you know what, we're just gonna wait for the Xbox bad, and then people will focus on that because the Xbox tax is real. And now what? Now what the fuck are motherfuckers focused on? They're like, oh well, Xbox has these massive layoffs, which is not quite the rumors of the bloodbath have been highly exaggerated. So these four studios, I guess maybe five, they're not done. They're not cut. Like Xbox could have just been like, "Fuck you," and shut them down. They didn't do that. In fact, they're still supporting State of Decay 3 and Senua, to my knowledge. So they're still supporting these two games to get them out the window, even though they're letting go of these companies. To me, I give them a lot of props for that. I'm not saying fucking Xbox is your friend because they're not. I'm not that stupid. But to me, that gets a lot of fucking credence. It's like if it was PlayStation's grimy ass. Look at fucking uh, Chaos Lounge put it a good way earlier. He was like, oh okay, so can you guys still hear me?
Yep.
It's just everybody.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, we can still hear you.
okay. So my bad. Everybody got quiet. So he put it a good way, and he was like, okay, so Undead Labs is not part of Microsoft anymore. Ninja Theory is not part of Microsoft anymore, but State of Decay 3 and Senua are still getting made on Microsoft money, and those companies still exist. What's Bluepoint making? And I was like, oh shit. And then somebody in chat said unemployment checks. And I was like, damn, that's fucked up. But
I can definitely see what he's saying because Bluepoint was doomed to fail from the start because they only had the Doom Souls remake. If Doom Souls, oh my gosh, Demon Souls
Demon
remake.
Souls.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you. And then
Demon Souls dick makes.
And then they went to do that God of War live service, which ended up getting canceled, and then they literally got shuttered. So,
And that wasn't Bluepoint's fault. From what I heard, the Demon Souls remake was. From what I heard, the Demon Souls remake was decent. It was
heard
legit.
It sold well, so
some people preferred the OG one. Other people, preferred the remake. That's always going to happen. Same thing with like Dark Souls. Some people like the Dark Souls remastered. Some people like the OG Dark Souls. Whatever. You're always going to have that issue. But to my knowledge, Bluepoint made a legit remake, and that was kind of like their thing. They were going to be like the remake studio.
Well, but that's not what they wanted to do, and I think that was the problem. They wanted to make their own game, and that was part of what I believe the negotiation was. Because if you remember, right up until the announcement, they said like, "We're not." They didn't buy us. We're still independent, because I think they were holding out on getting that. Hey, we could make our own game. And from what I understood, they were making their own game, but Sony canceled it and got rid of them.
Well,
So
they were making their own game, but it was like a forced live service game. What was it?
exactly.
Lyric. What was it? God of War
Yeah,
multiplayer
the
thingy.
Blue Point was
Something like
working on
that.
the God of War live service because again, Sony's been trying to chase live service because they want their own Fortnite and stuff, but they've had literally no success whatsoever.
Yeah, and now Marathon's already flopping. They're coming out because Herman Holst has this goddamn weird boner for Aloy. They're doing a Hunter's Gathering, whatever. Oh, that shit looks like ass.
They have three
Ass.
Horizon games coming out.
They got two of them. They got a mobile game and
the
PlayStation.
PC.
From what I heard, the mobile game actually looks decent.
The mobile game looks better.
Mobile game looks better. Yeah, the mobile game looks better. The
mobile game is better.
PlayStation game looks more.
I mean, I think. I think.
Hold on 1 second, bro. Member for 1 month, anonymous boss. Appreciate you, my dude. Thank you for the support, man. Says Totoki cashed out 22 mil. Is this true? This crazy.
Almost.
He cashed out. He cashed out 56. He cashed out 56% of his shares for like $4.5 million.
Why?
Okay.
I mean,
2 days. 2 days after they made that. 2 days after they made that canceling physical announcement.
Damn, I didn't even know about
Ain't that some shit? And all right, so you got Herman Holst still trying to shove. I think Horizon looks whack. I've never played it because I haven't had a PlayStation since I briefly had a PS3, and I bought that for God of War 3, which was dope. God of War since then is ass. God of War 2018, Ragnarok. Please, no, please, just don't even mention that. Which also sold half of what God of War 2018 did. Also, I will never forgive.
They've been going down nonstop for sure. Like those single player games have not been doing better on their sequels.
I mean, I can get into some other shit, but I know you don't fuck with that shit, CMoney, so I won't. I will say certain companies got involved with a certain company got involved with the sequels, and both of those sequels sold half of the originals. But yeah, I won't go there. You know I would.
And I understand that, but I will say that I think out of the millions and millions of people who own a box, so little people know anything about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. The majority of people have no idea anything of who works on these games. It just is not an exciting looking sequel. That's the fuck up. Anybody could have worked on it if it looked great, but it didn't. So
even if you don't
or not, it was shit.
Okay, but even if you're a casual and you don't know that company had something to do with it, if you go from Spider-Man 1 to Spider-Man 2, and even if I had no idea about that company, being a part of it, I would see it and I'd be like, what the fuck just happened? Like,
I mean, I get that, but I think most people just want to go play a fun game, and I think that a fun game that looks exciting to them, and I just think they failed at making even the regular parts, like the parts that have nothing to do with that, just seeing Spider-Man again, like it just wasn't exciting because it was just more of the same city, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just more of the same shit, and that's not exciting.
Okay, and that brings me to my next point, and I especially want to get your opinion on this. Actually, all of your opinions, but especially you, CMoney, because I know how much you love The Last of Us.
Yep.
Okay. Hot take. Lyric. Well, I want you guys' opinion on this. The Last of Us fucked up PlayStation because The Last of Us 1 was such a success that every PlayStation game after that became the same fucking game. It became the same QTE movie game, and now
It was the
PlayStation
best
players.
and the worst thing all at the same time because
Yeah,
it
I'll give
elevated
you that.
them. It elevated them to make things that looked really, really dope. And again, I'm not going to say that Ghost of Tsushima Part 1 wasn't cool. I ultimately beat it after 4 years and I thought it was good experience overall. Spider-Man 1 was good. 2018 God of War, I know people feel what they feel. I was fine with it. I enjoyed it up until a point. Then it got really draggy, but I was kind of into the story, so I was like, and I just kind of powered through it. But that
God of
whole
War,
first
baby.
round,
every
that whole first round was fine. The problem is that they now said, okay, great, we're gonna do this forever.
Let's do it again.
And it's like, my
Yeah.
dude, like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
all of their games are the same description: third-person, over-the-shoulder action adventure games with stealth elements.
Yeah.
As my description is, it's either a punch
Wolverine has stealth elements. What
I know.
Wolverine do you know?
Why are you stealthy if you're Wolverine? You can
Did you
fuck
see
shit.
the way they
Why you-
advertised it to us on the bar scene? That didn't look like there was stealth happening in that bar when all those people were dead around him.
He was walking stealthily down the middle of the street in the open.
Yeah, in a fucking bright yellow uniform.
Well, like I said, my descriptions of PlayStation games: punch, punch, web, punch, punch, sword, punch, punch, axe, punch, punch, bow, punch, punch, gun, punch, punch, web, punch, punch. But Spider-Man 2 introduced new mechanics. Yeah, web walking. Ooh.
Yo, right? Oh my god, so innovative. Like, dude, when I saw the oh god, I will try not to be derogatory about this. When I saw the Laufey trailer, I literally laughed my ass off so bad that I created an alt YouTube account called A Cube Named Frank because that shit is so bad. Like,
How did you spell Frank?
So bad. Like that, and you got ponies that were like, "Oh my god, this looks amazing!" It's like, where's the blood? Where's the violence? Like,
yeah, I don't know
it's
about that
not.
cube. That cube was a real problem. I think Laufey looks good as a game. I don't think it looks good as a God of War game. I think they should have dropped God of War and just made its own game. But I don't
If it didn't have the name God of War,
it's like I say, at least they gave her the ability to jump.
Facts.
Yeah, right. That's all I hear, Will. It's like well, at least you can jump.
It's one of those things. Like I said, I got an argument guy with before. It's like the problem with God of War Laufey is it's not a God of War game. It may be part of the God of War franchise, but it's not it's not a God of War game. That's like Ghost of Yote. It's not technically Ghost of Tsushima 2. It's a Ghost of Yote franchise type, or Ghost of franchise.
Okay, so Yote and Laufey, if they didn't have the name attached to it, I mean, for real, like if Laufey,
like ass, regardless, you can call it whatever you want. Yote just look whack.
But same thing with Laufey. Yo, if you saw the trailer for Laufey, I'm smoking. That's why I'm pointing the camera away.
That's fine.
I don't want to get you in trouble, bro. Fucking, if you saw the trailer for Laufey and there was no God of War attached to it, you'd look at it and you'd be like, "What the fuck is all this?" It's just purple. There's a fucking talking cube with a not even a talking sword.
They did a good job. Like graphically, like the quality of the graphics. I feel like this is the first time I saw Sony join this current generation. It actually looks like a graphically impressive looking game. Now, again, sure, it's the woman and blah blah blah. I understand, but from just a graphics perspective, this was the first time that I saw something that they put out since Last of Us.
Okay, hold up. I'm gonna stop you on that.
Sure.
It has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with playing a woman, dude. Every RPG that I play, I create a chick. fucking, there's nothing wrong with fucking playing a fucking female character. That game just looks ass. That game looks ass as fuck. The quippy fucking Marvel dialogue, fuck that. Oh, a cube named Frank being like, "Oh, well,
That was
what's next, boss? I bet your boss." It's like, shut the fuck up.
that other part was
Up.
real
Shut
crazy.
up.
To answer your
And
question, Cage, about the Last of Us, about like the PlayStation games following what Last of Us did and stuff. I'm not really gonna speak on the Last of Us just because I haven't played either one or two. But
okay,
if you don't want to go like as far as maybe pointing at Last of Us, you could also point as Uncharted, because Uncharted did do a lot of that stuff too. It had, the QTE, the stealth element, and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
Uncharted
but
did work. They were really
it
good
didn't
games.
change the landscape of PlayStation though.
That is true.
You
I
know what I'm
mean,
saying? Like
Lyric,
Uncharted did
you
it,
have
but other
Lyric,
games
you have a
existed
point.
at that time.
Okay, like Lyric, you definitely have a point there. I agree with you, and I'm not gonna lie. I if if I had if I had got a PC tomorrow, I would play the Uncharted series because I enjoyed the Tomb Raider series. And yeah, okay, Tomb Raider series was, the new one.
Yeah, the one that was made by Square Enix.
It's
Yeah,
fire.
Oh yeah, so good.
I actually enjoyed the shit out of it. I thought that was dope, but I don't think it was as movie game as The Last of Us. And after The Last of Us, everything was a fucking movie game. And it's like, okay, I joke around. I'm like, yeah, okay, ponies can't shoot because, they just press X to win because it's all fucking QTEs. That and their sticks are fucking too. My hands are too big for that controller, yo. I don't leave my thumbs hitting each other. Those symmetrical sticks, that shit doesn't work for me.
Yeah, I always hate those
That's
controller.
that's why I buy one of these.
I've tried them. Every time I get them, they always feel like crap. I never tried that one, but I've tried getting ones that were better, that match the sticks, but they're just the build quality never feels right to me. Like the Xbox controller is just too perfect for me. Whether it's the Elite is the ultimate, and then the regular one is second best.
I mean, I'm on a regular Series X controller, and
I got that one too.
and that's great for me. Silent
This,
Cypher record.
this is a PlayStation 5 controller. This is the Wolverine.
Yeah, I got recommended the Wu Chang. I think it's an 8-bit dough or
Yeah,
whatever the
I've
hell.
got that one. I've got that one too.
And he recommended the Wu Chang one because it's only $100 and it's still got like a lot of features of like premium controllers, like hollow sticks and all that. And I was like, yo, for $100, I have not played Wu Chang. I'm busy with my own Souls like because I got stuck in Lords of the Fallen, which is actually amazing on co-op.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean that and I gotta give a lot of props to that game because it's one of those games that came out broken, and the developers had faith in it, so they just kept updating it and update. There's like 70 plus updates, and fucking 2 years later, that game is dope as shit.
Here's the Wu Chang controller.
Oh, the blue and gold one.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks good. I just don't know how the game serve feels in my hand. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's a little small. It feels a little smaller than a basic Xbox controller.
Yeah, which will make me instantly
is it Game Sir? I thought it was 8-bit though.
No, this was a Game Sir. It's a G7
Pro
or whatever. It's a G7
I got a Iron Man controller from GameSir, and it's so cool. My only gripe with it is that it's wired, but I mean, it's kind of worth it because I love the way the design of it looks. It's so cool.
It's got its own little stand for it.
Yeah, I realized, like, for me, like, if it's on my desk, I don't care if a controller's wired because it's like right here. It's only sucks like in the living room or something like that. I can't mess with no wires, but like on the desk, a lot of times I'll play with my PC my Xbox controller plugged into the PC just so it's the connection is good. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think ultimately at the end of the day, this whole thing with the physical disc versus the digital,
This one.
yeah, that's cool too. That's real cool.
The
God damn
RE9.
it. Now we got Will showing off all of his.
The RE9 Switch 2 controller.
Yeah. So I mean,
that's it. I got plenty of others, but I'll leave those alone now.
Okay,
Well-
so back to that. My apologies, CMoney. Like
Right.
the physical disc thing, because PlayStation doesn't allow third parties like CD keys and whatnot. Basically, what they're doing, even the disc drives that they produce are constantly sold out because they create them in limited quantities because they are slowly like waning people like away from digital, away from physical. My apologies. So it's like even if you, from what I've seen, if you try to get like like a disc drive add-on, they're kind of hard to find. I mean, they're $80 for one thing, and they're kind of hard to find because PlayStation wants you to get away from that because they want you to buy the only place where you can buy is the PlayStation Store. That way, they control all the pricing. They've got all this fucking DRM shit where they can take away your game. Dude, they just took away like 500 plus movies from people.
They did. They did. It's crazy, but that's the reality of what they did.
And if you even look at like I'm not an anime guy. Lyric, are you an anime guy? Okay.
He's a quiet guy.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Lyric left us.
Like that.
So
I'm not. So
okay, so when they got rid of Funimation for Crunchyroll, right?
Yeah, they deleted everybody's library from the other one.
They deleted everybody's library from Funimation, and then Crunchyroll went up in price.
That's crazy. I mean, but they got away with it there, and they figured they'll do it again.
Well, yeah, and because they get away with it, because ponies don't call it out, because ponies are a fucking cult. The media doesn't call them out because the media is paid off. And I'm not even joking about that. Like seriously, like I believe that Sony pays the media, whether it be through access or actually paying them. Like, look at these clowns are like kind of funny.
I mean, the problem is that, dude, I can see that, but then at the same time, a lot of these dudes are just ponies, bro. Like, it's just who they are. It's just who they are. It's just what they are. They're just ponies.
I mean, you ain't wrong, but what was it? I was watching something yesterday or the day before, and every time this shit happens, PlayStation Plus goes up.
Yeah, well, PlayStation Plus supposedly is going up again. They already kind of talked about
yeah,
it. So.
I heard that too. They want to talk all this shit about Game Pass, like, oh, blah blah blah. You rent your games, fucking. Blah, blah. Yeah, okay. You know what? If we do rent our games, we know what the fuck we're doing. But
what's it called? I've said it before. I'll say it again. You're always renting your games if you buy it digitally. Like it doesn't matter if it's through Game Pass, PlayStation Plus, or you just buy it digitally from a storefront. It's all rented.
And yeah, dude, you're not wrong. Well, except for maybe if you go through like
GOG and Steam, because Steam does have really good protection. So I'll give Steam that.
Oh, well, Steam hasn't done it, but they can technically take your shit away.
Yeah, but they wouldn't want to just because of how good, the faith is that they build up with the gamers and stuff. So, because even with the whole Helldivers fiasco, they put a thing whereas like when it got blocked and stuff, they're like, hey, if you have like 300 hours or less in Helldivers 2, we'll give you a refund for your money since you can't access that game anymore.
Yeah, I mean, from what I know, and I don't have a PC.
Good.
Right. Oh, I was just gonna say, from what I know, I don't have a PC. I can't afford that shit because No offense, Will. I'm the real bird boy. Fucking jokes,
Well,
jokes
why do you think?
aside.
Why do you think I am? I've got it all. That's why I am.
Jokes aside, I can't afford a fucking PC. But I know that Steam has a fantastic reputation. And even somebody like Alex will tell you, he was like, yeah, I used to hate Steam back in the day. Like he said Steam sucked. And it took like years and years for Steam to build up their reputation. And now they have like this impeccable reputation, like with refunds and customer policy. Like you can review games openly, and Steam doesn't give a shit about like developers being like, oh well, you shouldn't let people be reviewing our game like this. And Steam's like, fuck you. There are customers; they can say what they want. So I respect the shit out of Steam from what I know about them. I've never used it, but I respect Steam. I'm hoping that Helix gets Steam.
Yeah, I think it's gonna. I think because she kind of doubled down on that. They kind of came out again that that's the whole other part of their plan is to bring that Helix with Steam and shit. But what I would say is the one thing about this whole idea of Game Pass renting games and all this bullshit. I want to own my games. The only way that makes any sense is if you were planning to buy all the games that are on Game Pass. Because if you weren't planning to buy all the games that are on Game Pass, then the fucking like it makes no sense. You're obviously paying to access games that you weren't gonna buy. You know what I'm saying?
So
Like if you're
wouldn't PS Plus be like the same exact thing, just like the Temu version?
it is, but that's okay for them because it's PlayStation.
But they don't give you first party games. That's how you lose money because you don't get the first party games like Xbox does.
There you go.
Yeah, and that's a huge L for them. It's like, okay, so I'm gonna pay X amount of let's say PS Plus is $20 a month or whatever. I don't know what the fuck it costs. I don't own the PlayStation, nor do I want to. I have no interest in really any PlayStation games except for maybe Uncharted, or I'd play some like old school Ratchet and Clank. That would be cool. But other than that, fuck Spider-Man. I don't care. Fuck Wolverine. I don't care. Fuck The Last of Us. Don't care. Definitely fuck Horizon. I really don't care. Like, none of these games even appeal to me. They're all the same bloody game. Just movie game with QTEs, and it's just like, nah, that doesn't do shit for me.
It's different if it's exciting or different or unique in some way, but they're not. They're just the same stuff, and I don't know. It's just annoying. All right, listen, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here, man. I gotta get some sleep.
My bad.
No, you're good, man. Listen, I appreciate everybody for coming through and rocking out with us, man. Thank you to everybody who was live in the building. Thank you to everybody who came up here, man. I think at the end of the day, I think the screen tells everybody what we need to know. Okay. Good old F Sony. You know what I'm saying? I think that
less
works.
choice is bad for consumers.
Absolutely.
I do have a quick story. I do have a quick story on this guy. He blocked. Okay. He's a blocker.
Listen, look, the one thing I will say, this is what I would say. Okay. I know people use that all the time. Oh, this person blocked me. This person blocked me. I get it. That being said, like if you're on a platform and you don't want to see someone and their takes, what does it matter? You know what I'm saying? He blocks because he doesn't want to see what you have to say.
He got mad. He got mad because I predicted what he was going to do. He said,
"Who was that, by the way?"
KJ and Gamer.
Oh, God.
He made out a post that people don't like Amy Hennig, or people say Forspoken sucked, but the problem is you guys loved Uncharted, and Amy Hennig wrote Forspoken as well. I'm like, she didn't write Forspoken. He's like, yes, she did. And then he pulled up the credits for Forspoken and said story concept by Amy Hennig. I'm like, story concept is not who wrote the game, who wrote the script. Story concept is, hey, I have an idea for a game. How about this? And then I use his own credits from Forspoken against him. Showed the script writers. Neither one of those were her. I even showed a script. I even showed a comment from Amy Hennig thanking the script writers for bringing Forspoken to life. Then he's like, I bet you anything. I bet you your gaming account that she wrote it. I was like, no, because I know exactly what you're going to do. And I didn't tell him, but I sent a guy a chat message in Twitter said, this is what he's going to tell me. And he did exactly what he did. He scoured every internet article he could find saying she wrote it. But
yeah, I mean,
using his own source against him, he didn't like.
And Forspoken, another game that closed their own company.
And then basically he called me a coward for not vetting my account and then made a post about me.
Yeah. I mean,
have you ever seen that guy's pictures? He's got like a couch full of like PlayStation pillows and PlayStation posters behind him. It's just like, bro, really?
But
Really?
he's a holding still so far on this physical game thing. We'll see what he actually does later.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Guys, thank you again, man. We're gonna run out of here, man. Appreciate y'all. Remember, we'll be back maybe tomorrow during the day. I might do a stream of Assassin's Creed if I have some time, because I'm supposed to get it early. So I might do that for a little while. But then tomorrow night, Wednesday, 8:30,
Anime
On Point Nerd Nights, Anime After Dark. Be there, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Give them some support. Go rock out with them. Even if you're not an anime fan, you'll still find it entertaining to come hang out with the homies. That's all.
I still poke my head in.
Yeah, come say hi. Rock out with them for a little bit.
You said no show next Tuesday, maybe Monday?
Monday will be the show. Will not be a show Tuesday, and the next show will be Saturday, not the following Saturday, the following Saturday. So like not Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It'll be the next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that Saturday. All right.
I'm like confused.
So long time.
I should be available Monday if you need me.
Okay, cool, man. Yeah. So all right, man. Guys, thank you so much. Appreciate y'all. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and well, first of all, I'm sorry, I'm jumping the gun. Broke Boy, thank you for being here, man. Outward Lyric, appreciate you, homie. Vampiro Balracho, thank you. Shout out to Mr. Right Way for stopping by and coming to hang out with us.
Go give him a sub if you haven't yet.
Yep. Drop your links in the chat if you have anything going on. All right, with that, we're gonna go ahead and end the show the way we every single show. Doodle, we're done. Until next time, you're intruding.